Hello. Before we start, I'd like you to pause for a moment and look around. Notice the rhythm of the world, the noise of notifications on your phone, the rushed traffic outside, or even that inner buzz that won't let you rest. Now, tell me, have you ever felt that the more you chase something, whether it's success, happiness, or that sense of peace that seems like a lost treasure, the more it slips away? It's like trying to grab smoke with your hands. You close your fingers, but it's already gone. The goal is always one step ahead, almost mocking our persistence, daring us to run even faster. Sound familiar? What if I told you the secret to getting what you want isn't about speeding up, but slowing down? That real power doesn't lie in frantic haste, but in deliberate calm. This isn't about giving up or settling. It's about finding strength in serenity, in patience, in acting with clarity while the world spins in chaos around you. We live in an age that worships speed. Everything feels urgent. We want instant answers, immediate results, achievements that appear like magic. For many, success is measured by how much you rush, by how many tasks you cross off your list before the day ends. But the Stoics, those philosophers from ancient Greece and Rome, like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, knew something we keep forgetting. The more desperately you pursue something, the harder it becomes to grasp. It's like chasing a butterfly. The more you flail your arms, the farther it flies. But if you stop, if you stay still, it might just land on your shoulder. Anxiety is a silent thief. It steals your energy, clouds your vision, trips you up. Agitation, meanwhile, is like a wind that messes everything up: your plans, your emotions, your clarity. The Stoics teach us that true power isn't in shouting louder or running faster, but in staying calm amid the storm. Those who manage this, who take a deep breath while others drown in panic, spot opportunities that go unnoticed. Those who master their emotions aren't slaves to them. They act with precision, like a sculptor shaping stone with steady, calculated strikes instead of clumsy swings. Today, I want to guide you along this path. We'll see how calm can be your greatest tool, a beacon lighting the way to success with less effort and more wisdom. So, grab a hot cup of coffee or tea. If that's your preference, settle in comfortably where you are, maybe with some soft music in the background, and come with me to uncover this Stoic wisdom that has crossed centuries to reach you. But before we begin, I'd like to invite you to take a small, powerful step. To embrace these lessons, you need to open yourself to a new mindset. Go to the comments now and write, "True strength lies in serenity." It's not just a phrase to decorate the text. It's a commitment to yourself. Haste is the enemy of clarity, the story of Elias and Adriano. To guide you in this transformation, here's a short story. Elias, a young entrepreneur, lived racing after success, convinced that speed would take him to the top. But, exhausted and frustrated, he met Adriano, a calm and wise friend. By the edge of a restless lake, Adriano said, "When the water's turbulent, you can't see the bottom. Only calm brings clarity." Quoting Marcus Aurelius, "If you rush through everything, you'll never truly be present." He showed Elias that haste was blinding him. Elias slowed down, and results followed. Where do you see yourself in this? Let's move to the 10 Stoic lessons. 1. Stop resisting and flow with life. Have you ever caught yourself fighting something you can't change? Maybe it was a rainy day that ruined an outdoor plan you'd spent weeks arranging, or a traffic jam that made you late for an important meeting, leaving you pounding the steering wheel, cursing the universe. Perhaps it was someone's decision that hit you hard, a boss denying a promotion, a friend letting you down, and you kept stewing, trying to fix what was already done. It's draining, isn't it? The more you battle what you can't control, the heavier the burden feels, like carrying a backpack full of rocks uphill. The Stoics understood this like no one else. Epictetus, a slave who became one of history's greatest philosophers, had a saying that captures it. It's not the events that disturb us, but the way we interpret them. Think about it. Traffic doesn't make you angry. Your resistance to it does. Rain doesn't frustrate you. It's your wish that it wasn't there that throws you off. Life is like a river, sometimes smooth, with clear waters reflecting the sky, sometimes rough, with hidden rocks threatening to knock you over. The more you fight the current, the more you sink. But if you learn to swim with it, to use its strength to your advantage, everything shifts. In practice, it's straightforward. though not always easy. Next time something goes off track, pause for a second. Take a deep breath. Feel the air moving in and out, and ask yourself, does this depend on me? If the answer's no, the weather, others' choices, some random glitch, let it go. Release it, like letting a balloon drift into the sky until it's out of sight. Focus your energy on what you can shape, your attitude, your words, your next move. Rigidity is like a dry branch in a storm. It snaps. Flexibility is like bamboo, bending with the wind but standing tall when the gale passes. Picture a real scenario. You're waiting for an important call, maybe about a job or a project that could change your life. The phone stays silent. With each passing minute, your chest tightens, your mind spins dark possibilities. They change their mind. I'm not good enough. Anxiety snowballs. Now, apply Epictetus's lesson. Can you make the call happen? No. What can you do? Prepare for the next step, whatever it may be. Maybe tweak your resume, send a polite follow-up email, or just enjoy the day while you wait. Letting go of what's beyond you is freeing. It's like shrugging off a weight and breathing easy again. 2. Calm your mind before acting. How many times have you made a snap decision in the heat of the moment, only to wish later you'd held back? Maybe it was an argument with someone close, a harsh word slipped out, and you saw regret in their eyes before you even finished speaking. Or a work choice, like agreeing to a project without thinking it through, only to realize later you lacked the time or energy for it. Impulsiveness is tempting. It feels strong, pressing, like the only option. But really, it's a wild horse dragging you toward a cliff before you can rein it in. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who ruled Rome while pondering life in his personal writings, left us a timeless truth. Anger, fear, and anxiety only exist because we let our emotions rule our actions. When your mind's in turmoil, it's like peering through a fogged-up window in a downpour. Everything blurs. What seems urgent might just be a misunderstanding. What feels like an attack might be a careless remark. Haste muddies your judgment, and what comes of it is usually a mistake you could have sidestepped. Here's a simple trick to tame that wild horse. Next time you feel your blood rise, whether from anger, fear, or the urge to react right away, stop. Close your eyes for a moment if you can, and breathe deeply. Count to 3. 1, 2, 3. It's brief, but those seconds build a bridge between impulse and reason. They remind you that you're not a slave to your emotions. You're their master. Another potent tool is silence. Not every jab needs an instant comeback. Imagine someone critiques you in a meeting or sends a message that riles you up. Your gut says to hit back, prove them wrong, set the record straight. But what if you just waited? Breathe, listen, let the moment settle. Sometimes silence outshines words. It diffuses tension before it escalates. And when you do act, it's with clarity, not heat. Consider a practical case. You get a curt email from a coworker. You didn't deliver this right. We need to fix it now. Your first instinct is to fire back, maybe with a tone as sharp as theirs. But you pause. Count to 3. Reread it. See they're stressed, not personal. Wait an hour, or even a day, then reply calmly. Thanks for the heads up, I'll tweak it today. Anything else I can do? Outcome. A problem solved without a fight, and you come off as the composed one. 3. Accept life's natural flow. Life never sticks to a perfect script. You've likely felt this firsthand. You craft detailed plans, picture every piece falling into place, then something unexpected flips it all upside down. A flight's delayed, and you miss a connection. A surefire project gets scrapped at the last second. Someone you relied on bails. In those moments, it's natural to complain, panic, ask the universe, why me? But what if, instead of resisting the inevitable, you learn to move with it? Marcus Aurelius had a philosophy he called amor fati, love of fate. He wrote, "We must not only accept our destiny, but embrace it." It sounds bold, but consider this. Fighting what's already happened is like trying to erase rain after it's fallen. Pointless, and it just leaves you soaked. Instead of wasting energy on regrets, ask, how can I make the best of this? What's this teaching me? Seneca, another Stoic giant, adds a twist that can shift your view. Sometimes, not getting what we want is a stroke of luck. How often have you looked back and seen a failure turn out to be a hidden gift? Maybe losing a draining job led you to one that fulfills you more. Or a breakup cleared the way for something better. Time has a way of showing what haste conceals. In practice, this means trusting life's timing. Not everything happens when you want it, but when it's meant to. Say you're waiting for a work promotion. You've worked hard, poured everything in, but the answer's delayed. Instead of tormenting yourself with why not now, accept it. Use the wait to gear up more. Take a course, sharpen your skills, quietly prove your worth. When the chance comes, you'll be ready, not worn out. A real-life case. My friend Clara dreamed of opening a cafe. She saved up, found the perfect spot, but the landlord backed out at the last minute. Devastated, she spent days blaming herself, thinking she'd failed. Months later, she found another place, bigger, cheaper, on a busier street. Today, her cafe thrives, and she laughs recalling how she mourned that no. What seemed a disaster was actually luck. 4. Fewer expectations, more action. Frustration is a trap we set ourselves. It springs from the gap between what you expect and what life delivers. You picture a flawless day, sun shining, everything clicking, but wake up to rain and a flat tire. You plan a stellar work presentation, but the projector dies mid-pitch. The issue isn't the hiccups. It's the weight you put on. It should be this way. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Think of how often you've lost sleep picturing the worst. A boss chewing you out, a plan crashing, only to find none of it came true. The mind loves conjuring monsters from shadows. Swap. I hope this happens for what can I do now to be ready for anything? The less you cling to the future, the freer you are to act in the present. In action, this is liberating. Suppose you're awaiting a reply on a big project. Instead of checking your inbox every 5 minutes, guessing yes or no, focus on what's in front of you. Finish another task, read something uplifting, or step out for a walk and some air. When the answer arrives, you'll meet it with a clear head, not a clenched heart. Take Joao, a colleague of mine. He used to obsess over predicting outcomes. Before meetings, he'd spend hours imagining what the boss might say, how coworkers would react. Result? He'd show up drained, anxious, and often fumbled from distraction. One day, he shifted, stopped guessing, started doing. Brought only what he could control, his ideas, his prep, and let the rest unfold. The boss praised his pitch, and Joao saw calm made him shine more than anxiety ever could. 5. Silence is a powerful weapon. In a world where everyone wants to talk, yell, post, prove their point, silence is a superpower few wield. Epictetus reminds us, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen more and speak less. Simple, yet how often do you catch yourself replying before fully hearing? Or snapping at a jab that didn't deserve your energy? When someone critiques you, when chaos erupts, your instinct is to jump into the fray, verbally or otherwise. But what if you just waited? Picture this. You're in a heated argument. The other person strikes, maybe with an unfair jab. Your blood boils, words line up on your tongue. But you stop, breathe deep, count to 3. Let silence fill the space. Suddenly, they falter, tension eases, and you realize you didn't need to say a thing. Silence spoke for you. In practice, it's gold. Listen more than you talk. Watch before you move. Those who master silence aren't swept by emotional tides. They steer them. Example, Mariana, a manager I know, used to blow up in meetings when her team slipped. One day, she tried silence. An error came up. She didn't shout. She stayed quiet, listened, paused long enough for everyone to feel the moment's weight. Then, calmly asked, "What can we do to fix this?" The team rallied on their own, and she earned more respect than ever. Conclusion: true strength isn't in haste, noise, or the anxiety that eats at us. It's in the serenity that grounds us, the calm that guides us, the wisdom that helps us grow. The more you embrace these lessons, the more you'll see success isn't a finish line you stagger across. It's a state of being, built day by day with clarity and purpose. Now, tell me in the comments, which lesson hit you deepest? What will you carry into your life starting today? And don't forget our pact. True strength lies in serenity. Write it, feel it, live it. Go forth and conquer, not with desperation, but with wisdom. The lake of your mind is waiting to still. Let it show you the way.